Right, hello. If you just bear with me a minute, I just need to quickly set up some things. I need to unplug that as well. You've got a buzzing noise at the minute. Sorry about that. YouTube. Let's have a look so I can just get the comments up quickly. PlayStation seems to be it's in the shit at the minute. For whatever reason, it seems really slow, and I don't know if it's because the system storage is so full that it's just acting up a bit. But this PlayStation is old now. I've had it since the first year it came out, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's a bit old. Right, in the comments here we got Mr. Igal. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? The 20th century guy. Hey man, how's it kicking? It's going very well, thank you. I've had a fairly quiet day, to be honest. And I'm just going to play some Verdun tonight, hopefully if it works. Lupin, Treyman, how's it going, Lupin? I hope you're doing alright. Right, so what I've done, streaming recently hasn't been very successful at all, because obviously the primary games I stream are Verdun and Tannenberg. Verdun and Tannenberg both, what's the word, crash. I have crashes all the time when I'm streaming or, you know, whatever. So what I've done this week is I've re-downloaded Verdun. I've deleted a few things. I've tried to, you know, mix about with it. So fingers crossed today it's going to stay on. And I've already played. I played on, I think it was last night for a good hour, and it didn't go off. But you know, if it ends randomly and you wonder why, yeah, it's fucked up. So apologies if I just disappear or yeah. Because the thing is, if I get an hour through the stream and it cuts off, I haven't got the time to completely restart it again and get things up and running. So that'll be the end. But fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But every time I've streamed, that's happened. So we need to quickly sort the audio settings out because this is very, very loud. In fact, it's just my headphones, so bear with me. Oh, I've got my coffee. Coffee to get me going because I'm quite tired. Right, okay. So we're just online in the EU server. There's still people playing, and currently in the UK it's 10 to midnight, so 10 to 12. So that's good to see that still people playing. This game seems to be a hell of a lot more busy than Tannenberg, I must admit. As I say, I was playing Tannenberg this week and it was just dead. Absolutely dead. Mr. Gill, hopefully Verdun won't crash the stream. Yes. Well, what happens, Eagle, is that when Verdun crashes, the stream crashes with it because the way the PlayStation, I use the PlayStation streaming service to stream this, and so if you're not playing a game, it just basically doesn't let you stream it, so the stream crashes. I wish it just went back into the menu so I could explain what happened instead of it just all cutting out, and it just seems like I've sort of fucked off randomly. Cryptic, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're okay. Sentry guy, bro, I'm in Verdun right now. I might see you, mate. I don't know what server. If you're in the US, I'll be on the US later on, hopefully, but I'm on the EU for now. Clueless, Hebel will support Israel, guys. Let's cancel him. You know, I can't say anything about anything to do with real world stuff anymore. I used to, you know, when the channel was fairly small, I did used to have a little bit of commentary on different things, just, you know, just out of interest. And now I have to be really careful because even though I haven't got thousands of subs or anything, there's still a bit. There can still be a bit pissing, right? I'm just going to get my TV in a better position. You see, when I stream, I have to sit really awkwardly. I don't sit where I normally do. There's a man staring at me here. Who's this? Big Buds, how you doing? Just playing with you again. The other night, actually, against that guy, Big Buds. Here, it's nearly 1 AM and I have work in 8 hours. That's not good. That's not good. Where do you work, mate? Have you got an interesting job at all? Let's get this guy. Oh, good start. Good start. Here we go. Let's push down here. This is always an interesting part of the map, taking down here. A lot of guys just throw grenades in to hold it, which is not a bad idea, but it depends, obviously, on who you are and if you've got grenades. They're holding the back row as well. But that's a good start. It was a good start there. Take a whole squad out. Bit of coffee. Hey bro, I'm in your team. Nice. Are you Big Buds by any chance? 20th century guy or not? Can't remember who Big Buds is. Right, let's push down here. Get behind the rocks again, and then we'll push into the bunker. Just tell me if my mic is working as well, fellas. If it's too loud or too quiet, because sometimes it can be a bit dodgy. There's a German right here. A headshot on him. No, I think someone's in the hills up there trying to pick me up. No, they've got me near. Mr. Ego, people try to cancel M&M, so yeah, you can't say anything without fear of getting cancelled. M&M, I'm surprised. I thought people really liked him. I suppose it doesn't matter if people like you or not any these days. You could get cancelled for fucking anything. Now, according to my stream cam, we've only got one person in the stream, yet we've had 4 or 5 different commenters, so I don't know if that's broke, but oh well. Right, let's push down here. This is a really good place. If you can get enough squad players up here, and you get behind their main trench, then you sort of encircle the guys down below, and you can sort of pick them up from above. Oh, he's going to get me. Yeah, he's got me. So you can pick them up from above and shoot downwards, if that makes sense. And then you can also shoot where they're spawning, so you've got them sort of trapped. It's quite good. And even though there's a little out of bounds areas, you can see between the top half of the trench and the bottom half of the trench, you can cut up the out of bounds area if you've got enough, if you're quick enough, that is. Not really. Sitting around waiting for calls, writing it down, send it out to mechanics, that kind of stuff. Yeah, fair enough, mate. You know, as long as it brings in the books, as they say. If they say, I'm not sure if they say that. Can just someone confirm that the stream's working okay? Because my stream analytics right now are a bit fucked up. It doesn't really make sense. Oh, that was a lucky kill. He's got me. So what we're going to try and do anyway is when I spawn in, is if I haven't got any of my team in the trench already, I'm going to keep pushing the right flank and try and hold this sort of area, I think. Clueless. Eminem cancelled. He ate the brown M&M, which is racist. And no, I can't. Clueless with the comments. They tried to cancel him for a line. If she ever tries to leave again, I will tie her down. And ah, right, okay. Well, to be fair, isn't that the thing with rap? Isn't it all quite full on lyrics? I mean, I don't really listen to rap whatsoever, but from what I know, it's all a bit like that. Right, let's get in the trench quickly. Oh, it's lagging a bit. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think it's the game. I think it's my PlayStation that's actually fucking up a bit. So where I just shot that guy there, they've got a spawn point behind, sort of down that alley down there, and what they can do is they can put machine guns up there and hold it, and it's a really good position to hold. But if you sneak in, you're fucked. It means they have to attack. Or they're fucked, sorry, because they have to attack. So as long as you can get past it. Rapid gamer. Not rapid enough, so. Right, we're playing well here, which is good. I don't know if it's coffee. Also, I've got the Lee Enfield, so I can't complain. Best gun on the game, in my opinion. Oh, one of the best. Yeah, mic quality is good. Everything works fine. Cheers, you go. I just needed to know, mate, because, as I say, the analytics for some reason are a bit fucked up. Because the PlayStation, obviously, the streaming service tells me how many people are in the stream, and then what I've got on my phone also tells me. They're giving me like 3 different numbers. 2 different numbers, sorry, what the fuck am I on about? 2 different numbers. But anyway, we're going to continue pushing. We seem to be dominating these guys here. I'm just going to wait for the artillery to come in before I push up there. But yeah, this position up here. Bloody hell, that was a... I think he thought he killed me there. He hit me, but he didn't kill me. If you can hold that top position up there, as I say, you can shoot down into the trenches, but then you can also shoot their spawn point, so it's pretty good. Well, I think I got a last kill of the game, a headshot on D. Lucas, 817. That was a lucky shot. I don't have final kill cams in Verdun though. Mr. Girl. Yeah, but it was about the way he said that. By the way, people clearly don't know what a metaphor for letting someone go is. Right, that's fair enough, go. So, unfortunately, I joined at the last 2 minutes there, but 18 kills and 5 deaths. I'm going to take that. And we didn't get many squad points, but that's because I was sort of... Obviously, as I say, I joined late, but not to worry. Flanders. Oh, I'm going to go Flanders. I've enjoyed Flanders recently, and I play Picardy. I usually I usually use a sniper, and I don't think people like watching sniper gameplay live anyway when I've done it before, so I'm going to go Flanders and just do some attacking. Chungus is here. How are we doing, Chungus? Clueless, mate. I think that Hebo committed war crimes in Yugoslav. Fucking hell. Don't know about that. I reckon I was more of a peacekeeper, to be honest. That 20th century guy, GG. Yeah, GG, mate. Well played. Here you go. Man, I really need to tell you how to say my name. Or just say Elizabeth Heron. Here you go. Heron, the bird. Always feels so weird in the first one. Yeah, mate, you're going to have to... If you send me a message on Discord, I'll try and pronounce it properly, but I've got a fucked up accent as it is, so... H, any crashes yet, mate? Not yet. All of the game looks like it's froze here, so if I go off here, there's a crash. Fingers crossed. I've only been on like 5 minutes. I joined the game late, and it was going really well. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. Hope it doesn't fucking crash. I can't be arsed if it does. No, it's loaded. Just taking a while. I don't know if anyone else gets this glitch where you spawn in. Everyone else around you is moving and running about, but you're stuck and you've still got a grey screen for a while before you can actually move. Chungus is feeling awesome. What about you? I'm doing alright, yeah, mate. Thank you. It's good to hear you're doing well. Good stuff. Here we go. It's loading up again. It's taking a while, but we're getting there. No, it's not about the accent. It's in a different language. Egel means I don't care in German. Ah, right. I thought it was just... I was calling you Mr. Egel. I thought, you know, I know it says M-I-R. But yeah, I was just calling you Mr. Egel. God, this is taking a while to load up. Fuck me. I love this map though. A lot of people hate this shit, but it's I think it's a really interesting one. It's really difficult actually. Because if their team's really good and you're on the attacking team, you can really hold back on this one. You can pick people off from ages because the distance from one trench to another, at least in the first line, is pretty fucking huge. And it's like, as you can see, it's just like holes everywhere, or bomb, what do you call them? Shell holes. Right, I'm in. I haven't got a weapon. Where's my weapon? There it is. Let's go. I think there's still 17 people in this server at the minute, EU server I'm on. So what I'll do is when this dies down, I'll move into the US server. Right. We'll push everyone. Problem is, and this is another thing, I don't understand the spawning on Verdun, and I've played the game for years now, and I still don't understand how it works, because it sort of almost wants to give you the option where to spawn, but doesn't, if that makes sense. It sort of shows you that you can spawn in different places, but regardless of what you do, you always spawn in the place that it wants you to. There's one guy down. I'm just going to keep pushing this trench in a minute instead of holding, because there's not enough. There's guys behind me anyway, so I can do some clearance. Oh, there's a guy right there, holding. Lupin, I do. I'm Zaku Slayer 32, by the way. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder who Big Buds is. Who's Big Buds then? Rings a bell. I was playing with him. He was on Thursday night as well. Good player. Oh shit, I'm in the barbed wire. Now, if you're a new player as well, that barbed wire always used to kill you. I think pre-update, and people used to absolutely hate it. Because I think Champagne, the map Champagne, it's just barbed wire everywhere. It's worse than this. It absolutely destroys it. There's a few guys up there. Just going to try and pick one of them off when I get some breath back. There's one. AI though. Is that another guy down there? Yep, got him. Headshot. But yeah, if you're a new player, definitely try out, have a look at the Tommies. And if you're not ready for online yet, just play a bit of squad defence. You've got the Lee Enfield rifle, 10 rounds, quick reload, decent iron sights. There's a head. I saw a head down there bobbling. Let's push left. There's a guy right here. There's a shovel man. It must be an AI. Look at the way he's moving. I might switch team in a sec actually, because the team numbers are a bit down. I'm going to hold here quickly, read the... Oh, shit. Oh, there's a guy there. Don't hold there. I was about to read the comments. I've got to see people already trying to snipe from the back. Yeah, people do snipe from the back on this game. If you've got... There's a certain class... I forgot what the class... Well, there's loads of different sniper classes, but this is one of the better sniper maps because obviously if you're defending, you can just sit behind your own line. So you can sit, like, where they're defending, you can sit in the trench behind if you want to, and there's so many good spots at the back where you can't really see. I mean, with the way sort of the clouds are behind the trees, you can just look like a tree if you want to snipe at the back. And the only way someone's really going to see you is if they're sniping or if they see your muzzle flash, which is the only problem with being an LMG gunner, I suppose, in this game. Your muzzle flash is pretty clear. I'm just going to sit down for a bit so I can get some air. And then we'll charge again. Here we go. Let's move. Bit of zigzagging. I can hear a gunner. I hope that's ours. It's the worst sound in the game when you hear an LMG gunner spraying close by. That's our guys. Oh shit. I've been killed by the car. I can see our guys in the trench though. We're pushing through. There you go. Yes, I'm German, and yes, I know you're from Hungary, my friend. That's people talking. Combat Raptor. What server region are you playing on? I'm playing on the EU one, mate. More than welcome to join. EU server in a minute. I'll move to the US fairly soon, I think. Let's get down here. We'll push left. I can't believe we're even taking their trench already. I think the problem is when we've got in, we've done too much trench clearance instead of just holding, and I'm guilty of doing that. Far too guilty. Let's push down. I'm gonna have to fix this fucking controller soon as well. If you see me sprinting and just stop randomly sometimes, it's because my analog stick's a bit fucked. Just have to like double click it. There's a guy in the bunker there. It's a nice headshot. I prefer the Germans that wear those sort of beige coloured helmets with the spikes on. A lot easier to see, especially on a map like this. Oh, there was a guy in this trench. Is he down here? Definitely saw a guy running before. He must have disappeared. What I'm going to do is going to wait for some of my teammates to get in. And I'll push further down. That guy's just disappeared. I think it was a glitch. Oh, I've been fucking hit by an AI. What's it? A lot of German in the chat. I can't read any of it. Right, now we're retreating. That's a bit of a shame. We should have really won that one. We were absolutely dominating in there. I'm going to hold the left flank for now anyway and see how that goes. Am I the leader? Oh shit, I'm the squad leader as well. I should have really used my gas.
Forward, boys!
I wouldn't recommend using gas on defence though. You should use gas realistically is the same way you use smoke, sort of just for cover. And ideally you don't want to use that as a defender because it sort of blocks all your shots, especially if you've got snipers and MG gunners on your team. So if you're a new player, that's something to bear in mind, because you always get a lot of players who come on the game and start using gas willy-nilly instead of sort of using it when they really need it. I'll do a quick reload. Raptor, okay, thank you. I was just playing and thought I recognised your game tag, but I think you two just had similar names. Alright, no worries, mate. No worries. Yeah, on the EU server. I do play the US server when it gets when the EU server's not busy basically. I can't. There's a guy down there hiding. Oh, one of my teammates got in the way. There we are. He's an AI player. If we have a quick look at the map, we're losing a lot of guys in the left flank, but I don't want to see any losses in the main part of the trench as much. In fact, the far right side we've took a loss. In fact, yeah, we'll probably. I'm going to push down to the right flank of the trench. Actually, it looks like we've got players down there. I'll read that comment in a sec. Robert St. Louis. Give me 1 second, and I need to go down here. I need to concentrate for a moment. In fact, have we got a few guys down? We've got a few guys down there. I'm going to hold here for now. Put a marker down. Getting pinned down from somewhere, so I don't know if someone's behind me or something. Doesn't look like there's any players down there. Fuck it. dang it, I wish I could play with you, but I'm working. And so, no worries, mate. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You're in the US, aren't you? Or Canadian, I can't remember. I think you're Canadian. Hopefully, if the stream doesn't crash, it should be on for an hour and a half to 2 hours, so don't worry about it. There's a guy in the gas down there. I can see him. There he is. Oh, I didn't hit him. Got him. Kill that guy a few times. I feel sorry for him. The seagull. There's someone behind that mound. Quick reload. 10 rounds, puts it in so quick. 5 rounds at a time. It's brilliant. Lupin's in UK. I think from what I saw on the channel analytics, the majority of the people on the channel are from the US. Well, there's a lot of guys on the right flank here. US and Canadian are the main subs on the channel, but then there's a few in the UK. There's one down. There's 2. There's like fucking 3 squads down there as well. Right, I'm going to quickly reload. I could do with some grenades. That's the only problem with playing with the NCO role. You very rarely get grenades. I think there's a few classes which you do, but not many. Nice grenade, whoever just threw that. That's a really good grenade. There's the butt. Luckily, most of these guys are AI. I think there's 1 or 2 real players there. That's really good defence, that is. We just stopped a whole, I dare say 3 squads maybe. Got him. I need to reload quickly. I'm going to get back in cover. I'm on a bit of a killing spree here. It's supposed to be like 15 kills now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice, very nice. Right, let's push down. Good job, fellas.
Hold the line!
Nice, he's got it. There's another one lying down there. He's dead. I'm surprised they didn't get the trench, you know, there. I had like... They definitely must have had like 3 or 4 squads in. Maybe almost the whole team.
Hold the line! Hold the line!
Let's bayonet this guy. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me get set up. Is it working? Robert's saying yes, he's in the US. Yeah, I thought you were, mate. I couldn't remember if you're Canadian or US. That was it. That was a good little spree there. How many kills did we get? 26 kills or 1. So I think well, from that trench defence there, it must have been about 15 kills. So. And there's still loads of them in there. I'm not going to put my gas down though, because it's going to fuck us up more than them, I think. Enemies on the right. I'm going to try and flank them from the back. Let's get down a bit. Nice grenade, whoever got that. Really good grenade. Oh, there's a guy right there. Oh, he's going to see me. No, he's got me. Shit. Let's get back into it. Oh, sorry, I'm just having I've got my coffee with me. I normally drink tea on nights, but I fancy the coffee tonight. Right, how are we doing? I can't believe we've still got a trench. I can only assume it's because we've got loads of guys in as well. What's the turnaround? We've got 2 minutes before we get a turnaround. No, we're doing well. We're doing alright, actually. We're doing alright. The thing is, we should have took their trench as well. I think there's a similar situation where sort of we've got loads of guys in the left of our trench, and then when we attacked, they had loads of guys in their right-hand side of the trench, and we couldn't take the full thing, and they can't really take the full thing, so they've just got footholds instead. He's just threw a grenade there. Nice, nice. Let's keep pushing down. Well, I've been took out. Mr. Eagle, also, by the way, I can kind of understand that, but didn't go this far. I think there's some sort of language discussion in the comments. I'm not really following it, to be honest with you. Right, let's have a look. What are we doing? Yeah, we still haven't got the right. Left's looking good for now. Problem is, we're all so focused on the right. Like, you always get like 1 or 2 stragglers that will exploit that and then go left. Doesn't seem to be any at the minute. In fact, there's one. Yeah, we're focusing that guy quickly because if he gets in the left, then they could definitely win this trench. It might be a spawn shift as well if they've spawned right at the back. That's why they might be going there. And there's another guy up there as well. Use the metal plate. I mean, that was an easy target there, but as soon as you go behind this, it's just such a hard shot. You have to be really accurate. I must have. Well, that must have only been 2. There's another guy down there. That's an AI. You can tell by the way they run. The AI sometimes just run in circles. There we are. So yeah, we've got a few strugglers to the left. We've got enough guys here to deal with it. I think we still need to push right flank for now. Nick, how's it going, mate? How are you doing? Hope you're well. Right, I'm going to get my gas mask on and then I'm going to fucking charge this. Right, here we go. Let's do this. Through the smoke. Big Buds is holding it up here for us on these Xbox. We've got guys lying down in the trench. There's one. Oh, there's a few down there. To be fair, I don't mind people lying down in the trenches as much as long as it's not with a big LMG. That's what used to really piss me off on this game. People used to just lie in the trench with like, especially with the German LMG where it's got like 200 rounds in it. It's insane. Right, I'm gonna do the flank maneuver again. I'm gonna try and go around them a bit, sort of cut them off, because there seems like to be a big grouping, sort of where my character's looking now. So if I can try and get in behind them a bit further. Depends if they're looking for me. Let's go. There's not many. There's a sort of bit of cover down here. Shit, fucking AI's recognise me. Oh no! I fucked up my reload so badly there. Your mate, how do you know Serb-Croatian? Oh, he's asking Mr. Eagle. He's a linguist, that's why. Let's get in cover. Oh, there's so many Germans down here. For the majority of them are AI, because the guys I seem to be killing are the same players. 2 down. 3rd guy over there, if I can try and take him. Looks like he's got a flamethrower down there. And someone else just to the right. Not too bad. Ah, shit. For some reason I thought I heard a whistle there. I thought the game had turned around. We've got 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Hands on the way.
It's still holding. It's too means there's too many Germans. I mean, you fuck when there's like 3 AI in front of you there. We've all got fucking aimbot. I need to flank round to the right. I need to try and get. Let's see if I can try and somewhat spawn down there. As I say, the spawning's a bit strange.
Let's pry him out of
I've won the trench, and it's. See, this is the thing about the spawning there. So it sort of placed me in the middle. Then when you've pressed X, it spawned me right on the left flank. It just doesn't make sense. One of the little things I need to fix. I'm going to make a list soon of things I need to fix. Obviously, the game crashing is like at the very top of the list. But the spawning to me makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. As I say, you've got that spawning glitch where some maps you spawn in and you've got like a complete black screen. I think it's Argonne Forest where that happens. And then there's other times where you spawn in and you've got loads of players running around, but you can't run around for whatever reason, and that's really annoying. And I thought, is that some sort of level cap? But it doesn't seem to be, because I've seen like guys who've like, I don't know, 5th prestige or some shit can run around at the start of the game, so I don't think it's like a level cap of any sort. Right, I'm just going to quickly sit down so I can get some breath to pick some people off. So look at the chat quickly, just more languages. There's an LNG gunner there, he's just been headshotted, not by me, someone else. Right, let's push down. I'm going to use my gas in a sec, I think. Depends how well we get in this trench. Now, if we just won that first trench at the start, we wouldn't be in this situation. We were so close. Oh, he's got my head. Bastard. Nick Sick is joining the game. No worries, Nick. Get yourself in. We need the help. We outnumbered them before as well. Now we're getting our asses kicked. Let's have a look. Big Buds is on fire. Charging through them. Right, let's go. Tell you what, I'm going to put some... I'll put some gas down there. Oh, I've called it in the middle of my area. Fuck. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still going to give decent cover. As I say, you just use gas like you would smoke, because it's you very rarely kill people with gas these days on the game. Most people know how to put the gas mask on. I'm just going to hold here quickly, get some breath back. Also, for people that didn't know, if you sort of go full prone in the water, it does actually, I think it does affect you now. It stops breathing, which is interesting. That's a nice headshot. Just keep down quickly because there's a guy behind there. Got him. There's another one. Problem is the AI. They're so persistent. With a lot of like regular players, if they miss, they might get into cover. Or they might run somewhere else. But if it's an AI player, they'll just keep shooting at you until you fucking die. Right, here we go, let's get back in. Let's do left flank again. As I fucked up the gas. Gassed all my own teammates. It's good your friendly fire isn't really on. You can put it on him in what's it called? Friendly mode, custom game. But they don't have friendly fire kills on. I think you lose points if you shoot a teammate though. You do lose a lot of points. So you still have to be careful of it. If you're concerned about points, that is. I mean, it would be interesting if they did have friendly fire on this game, but you know what people are like. Some people would ruin it, they'd take advantage of it and just start fucking shooting their own team instead. Or if they like rage and get angry. Come on, mate. There he is. Oh, he's disappeared. I can't believe I didn't kill him there. I'm going to stay in cover quickly, get a reloaded, then charge. Who's that over there? He's just charged. This guy. I can't believe I'm not hitting this fucker. There we are. Right, let's go. Let's get in. Oh, this is so open. I'm going to just get a quick reload in here. Try and get into cover. I'm going to use this shelter. They're pretty good, these, to hide in. There we go. There we go. Come on, reload last one. Sometimes I'm bad for doing that, you know. I'm really bad for like reloading and missing one off, and then I get caught out when he reloads in the middle of a shot. I can't believe I didn't fucking kill this guy. God damn it. Nick Sick, the US server is packed. Yeah, that's well, you know, the EU server is pretty busy. More busy than it would be at this time. I mean, what time are we in the UK at the minute? 20 past midnight. 20 past 12. And it's still got a lot of players, and the majority of the European players are like German and stuff, so it's like 20 past 1 over there, isn't it? So maybe people are just there in the Verdun mood tonight. This is what I was saying on the recent Tannenberg videos, that the games, like, they might go quiet for a while, but then they get fucking busy again. It varies. You very rarely get pushed back to this trench, so this isn't good, fellas. We're doing pretty fucking shit, our team. Me included. Suppose we're not doing shit, we're just better than us at the minute. More aggressive by the looks of it. Right, I'm trying to get that guy's fucking head. And just disappear into the shell holes. It's a nice kill. Oh, gas, didn't want gas. Really didn't want gas. I wonder if that's their gas or ours. Quickly reload. Get some more rounds in. 3 rounds. There we go. Oh, there was a guy behind that tank somewhere. Right, I'm going to move further right because I can't fucking see anything. Net gas. You can see like the highlights of the bayonet sometimes, and that's it. Or the shine from bayonet, not the highlight. Oh, we're getting pinned down. There's a guy. Oh, there we are. Got him. Yeah, I could see his sort of bayonet sticking up with his rifle. Right, how are we doing? Left side of the trench, we've got loads of guys here, so I'm just going to hold here for now and hold this part. You want to try and spread the line as best as you can when you're defending, obviously. Oh, fucking hit markers. Just going to grab a quick drink. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is where you could always do with like having an LMG gunner. I think the LMG gunners though, as the game has gone on, they've sort of died off a bit. They're not as good as they used to be because people obviously know the signs to spot them. Obviously you can hear them. They're really, you know, they've got a unique sound, but also the muzzle flash is really bright. They've always got a massive flash, so even if they're really far away on the battlefield, usually you can see them. So a lot of like the guys who use LMGs these days don't seem to do as well as they once did. But I suppose it's like you get that in a lot of games. At the start, I mean, I think my biggest ever kill streak on Verdun was using the LMG, and like the very first 2 weeks I had the game a few years back in 2016 or whenever the fuck it was. Although I was playing, map wasn't playing last night. I was playing a map last night on Verdun. I forgot what it's called now. I'm trying to get this guy at the very back of the map. Damn it! And there was a really good LMG gunner. He was using the French LMG, the Chow. Is it the Chow shit or something? I don't know if anyone's French can pronounce it, but it's really good, really accurate. And the flash isn't too big for that either, so he was absolutely tearing them a new one. Right, they must be in the trench because I can't see anything. Yeah, they are. Left flank now. I'm going to push down there, clear them out. And the headphones on properly as well. I'm sort of half wearing them in a minute. Oh, that's their artillery. For some reason I thought it was ours. I can hear it. That's a German MP18 I can hear there. Lying down in the trench, you bastard. I can hear a German to my left, down here. Got him. Yeah, I did a charge the other day actually, and I was trying to really be sneaky to take this guy on, and I was on the left flank of the map, and it was the... Oh, I forgot I didn't remember the name in the map, but I forgot. Anyway, I was doing like a sneaky charge, and as I sort of came up from prone and started sprinting, my character started screaming in German. I didn't press any like select voice channels or anything like that. He just started screaming, gave away my position, easy kill. So I wish they only sort of did the scream and shouts when you actually commanded it to, because it fucking gave away my position completely. Guy took me out instantly. And I think if I killed him, I would have... we would have maybe took the trench, I don't know. But yeah, Cryptic, that's the mate. Shausha. Ah, interesting. Yeah, so that was the right... So, as I said, the LMG's not very effective, but the guy who was using that weapon, the Shausha, was absolutely amazing. I've never seen anyone use an LMG like that in recent times in the game. He was mowing them down. I couldn't hit shit. He just got me every time. I forgot the name of the map though. Is it with the guy? Headshot. I forgot the name of the map. It's like it's got green fields. It's not very sort of, there's not many bombshells or anything like that. I think it's a French map. Completely forgot the name. We'll probably, I imagine it'll actually be on the roster next, so we'll have a look. Right, they're definitely in the trench. I don't know if that's their artillery either, so I'm just being a bit wary about going down there at the minute. No, somewhere in the trench too. Okay, we'll push. Let's do it. Someone's shooting at me. Someone's just threw a grenade really close. That means he's in cover around here somewhere. Right, I need to get down. I can't sprint. Shit. Right, let's get down quickly. Mr. Eagle, Shausha is a French LMG. Yes, that's the one, mate. It's the French LMG. I've said it time and time again, you know, the French, I used to give them a lot of shit on this game, but they've got some really accurate weapons. Really good weapons. And I think someone said to me the Romanians in Tannenberg use French weapons, or their weapons are based off the French weapons, which I can see that. There's another guy. Yeah, Zaku Slayer, sorry mate. It's 20th century guy just killed there. I should really use my gas here. I'm a bit too close to use it now, but if I die, next charge I'll use it. Using the 1910 Ross rifle, nice mate, Mark III. That's probably one of the best guns in the game, easily. Easily. I call it the secret rifle because not enough people know about it. That guy's fucking running away. I'm going to chase him. Fuck this. No, another guy's got me. Good. 20th century guy, all good. Yeah. No, I know you've switched team. I know the teams were a bit unbalanced before. I was going to switch teams myself, but I think they've worked themselves out now, luckily. I mean, they must be good anyway because they've been beating us for the majority of this game. There's another thing as well. You see the score system at the top. It's 2-1 at the minute. Now, I think that should change in a way because we've lost 2 trenches. Then obviously we've gained one of ours back, but we're only gaining territory that we already had previously, so I don't think we should really get a point for that, if that makes sense. So really, we haven't taken any trenches, we've just got the one that we already had in the first place back. So I think that would be an interest. I think they should change the score system to that, but I mean, they've had that for God knows how long. I don't think they're going to change that really. But and obviously there's more bigger issues that they need to change. Oh, I should have got that guy. Got one of them. Mr. Eagle, I don't really think there is a shell shit that has a weird iron sights. No, I know. I'm not saying they have a weird iron sights. That's a really good gun. It's a really good gun, and all the French weapons have really good iron sights and stuff. I'm saying how accurate they all are. I think the strange iron sights, the most strange iron sights in the whole of the World War I game series, are all on Tannenberg. I think the guns on Tannenberg are fucking terrible, most of them. Really hard to use. As I say, the only group that I really enjoy using weapons-wise are the Romanians. I just think all their weapons are pretty accurate compared to the others. And I think is it the Ariska, the Type 99 or Type something, the Russian rifle. I think that's a pretty good rifle. 20th century, I really need to improve my game. No, don't worry about it, mate. It's one of these games. You can play really well one night, and then the next night you're shit. It's just how it is. Right, there's a guy to our left. He's using the MP18. There he is. He's the fucker who keeps lying down. There we are. Let's push down. The trench clearance here. Oh, there's a lot of AIs down there. I've got to hit him. Oh, from behind. Zaku. Nice kill, man. Mr. Eagle, not really good gun. Was even outdated in World War I, but still in use in 2. But yeah, it's as I say, the guy who was using it the other day was a very good player. He just absolutely destroyed our team using that weapon. We couldn't get close to it. And as I say, it's just so rare for that to happen when people are using these days with LMGs anyway. Have we won that? Are we going over the top? Did I just hear that? I'm not sure. Quick drink. I can tell. Are we going over the top? No, we're not. Sorry, we're still going for the same trench. Just one of the voice commands. Enemies on the left. Replies yes. I like using the command wheel because I think I was a bit disappointed when the voice chat came out because originally I thought the voice chat was going to connect Xbox players and PlayStation players as well, but obviously it's just like you can only use voice chat between like PlayStation guys and Xbox guys. You can't sort of, it's not the voice chat isn't crossplay basically, so you have to. I still use these wheel commands a lot, which is a good thing to do. Some people don't use them, some people just spam them, and then other people don't use them at all. There seems to be no in between, apart from Big Buds. He's using them correctly, which is good. But a lot of people just fucking either spam them or ignore them. Right, again, we won't use gas in the defence. Ideally, we need to see who we're shooting at. Let's get into the left. I need to get some breath back quickly. I'll read the comments. Clueless. Right now, I'm playing Insurgency. Nice, very nice. God, I wish I could play that game. Insurgency. I tell you, I like the look of Squad better personally, and I like the look of Rising Storm 2. I think it is Vietnam. That looks amazing. A few people have been asking me about Beyond the Wire, and I tell you, if I could get my hands on that game, it'd be fucking great. But I don't play PC, nor do I plan to buy one really. I tell you, as soon as this PlayStation 4 breaks, I'm fucked. That's me over with. I don't plan on buying anything else. So, Ivan, glad to catch one of your streams. Cheers. Hope you enjoy it. Good to see you. Good to see you. There's a lot. You can just see a lot of heads popping up, and not a fire. There's one down. Two. I'm going to stay down because someone's pinning me down. Can I use this up here? No. Let's try and get up here with it. I think they're just going to run over the top. I can just see loads of them running. Let's push down here. Oh, I couldn't quite get the bayonet out. Clueless, yes, I committed Warcraft. How is Insurgency then, Clueless? Because I've heard... Well, I know for definite it's not coming out for console now, is it? For like, I think it was for the last 5 years. Sony and the guys who make Insurgency said it was going to come out for PS4. And I kind of knew, like, last year, maybe the year before that wasn't going to happen. Just because, well, maybe it would have came out for the next gen, but I knew it wasn't going to come out for the PS4, just, you know, with next gen coming out and things, but... So I sort of stopped watching all Insurgency gameplay after that, wasn't too interested, even though it does look an interesting game. Another one down. Sometimes, if you're new to the game as well, a great technique to try and do if you can is try not to hold your breath when you shoot. If you can sort of get yourself to a point where you can aim without holding your breath and sort of just aim your gun perfectly, you can get a lot more kills, although it's fucking hard to do. In some situations it works, it just means you can't sprint everywhere, I suppose. But it means you can shoot quicker than most others. Oh, fucking hell. Nick 6 in the game, good to see you, Nick. Well, the game's, yeah, the enemy. To be fair, if we'd won that first trench at the very start of the game, which we nearly did, it would have been a different game, I reckon. It's all about how you start. And I think because we almost started so well, we completely sort of fucked up the defence. And oh, the score's not working, hold on. It's glitched, so I can't... We don't know who best player is or anything. You can tell... I've got 87 kills, 20 deaths. Happy with that. This is the map. That's the map I was talking about. Is it Arsene? Or Arn? This is the map I was talking about. This is the one where the guy was using that shell shit or something, and he was absolutely destroying people with it. So I'm going to go for this map. I'm going to play this map on the EU server, and then I'm going to switch to US. Hopefully, if the stream doesn't crash. 20th century guy, sorry man, I have to leave the game. Great experience. Yeah, cheers mate. Hope you enjoyed it. It was actually a really good match. Really good match. Here we go. Man, that's it. Man sector. This is definitely one of the better maps in the game. Definitely. The problem is it's so open. But what I like about this actually is all the trenches. I think all the trenches are fairly equal, apart from maybe the hill at the beginning. Apart from that, most of the trenches are really equal, so it can go either way. So I think if you're the Germans, you need a really good start on this, from what I remember. It's loading up pretty well tonight, that's good. It's, how many players are in their team? I think it's fairly equal. A lot of people have left now. So the EU server will pretty much die out now. This will be probably the last game that's somewhat busy, and then people will sort of move to the US. Just as I was saying, it was going well, and now I can't spawn in. There we go. So as you can see, I spawned in like 5 minutes after everyone else, which I have no clue why. Just gonna push straight up. I was just trying to read the comments there, but I couldn't sort of concentrate how to run. I was going to get fucking shot. That was a very lucky kill. Poor bastard. Behind the tree. Oh, he's got me. Good kill. Mr. Girl, what's up with that war crime and ice cream insider? I have no fucking clue what people are going on about. Just Clueless saying weird shit again. Right, I'm going to push up the right flank, and then the hard thing about this trench, I think, other than it all being uphill pretty much, is when you go on this right flank, they have got the hill up there. So obviously you've got your hill advantage, and if you've got an artillery piece, and usually the attacking team always bunches up in this area, and you can get some amazing artillery kills on this map. Alright, there we go. This guy needs taken out because he's going to fuck us up. Well, there's a few up there. I suppose you can just spray up there and hope the best that you get a kill. Yeah, getting a few kills there. I'm not going to actually... I was about to say I'm going to maybe put some gas down on that hill, but there's no need to. I can't even call it in anyway. Nick 6, sorry that I'm not timing, busy playing the game. Yeah, no worries, Nick. No worries, mate. No worries. Good, again, that's what the Friday night stream's for, really, more than anything. It's like, you know, if you want to hop on and get a few games on, and they're more than welcome to. I'm thinking possibly next week I might do a good old wave defence on Verdun, see if we can beat our record again. I think last time, didn't we? I think we played the same squad defence for about, I think it was like a good hour and a half, maybe even up to 2 hours. And we got our record. I think, well, I got my record. I think we got to 23 waves or something on Flanders, actually. Flanders, which was really good. Chungus, hey Hebo, are you going to be buying Sonzo when it comes out? You know what? I want to say definitely yes. But my issue is, and a lot of people have said it in the comments, and I completely agree with them, is if they can't be arsed fixing the problems that are already in this game, what hope do I have that they're going to be asked to fix them in the next game? And someone was saying how M2H Studio seem to have a habit of releasing games, letting people buy their games and then just leaving them in the shit state that they are. And I think that's what this game feels like at the minute. And as much as I play it, and as much as this channel is somewhat based around Verdun and stuff, you know, I'm not going to lie, it's just, it's not good enough at the minute. This game's got far too many problems in it, it does need sorting out. Problem is, I like it, I still like this game, despite all of its issues, more than most other shooters on the market, on console. Which says a lot, doesn't it, really? Really does say a lot. Nixick, Wave 24 was our record. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was, and for Flanders, I mean, that's a good fucking, that's pretty good. And the thing is, the guys who were playing with us were all really good players, so it was a good night, that was. In fact, it was probably one of my favourite streams of all time, apart from the other one went in the summer. I think I was playing Verdun, pissed on whiskey, and that was a good one. Right, I can't get these shots in, I'm going to have to be a bit more accurate here. There's a guy lying down. In fact, he's dead. Shit. By the way, if you guys need someone for war crimes, don't forget about your fellow German friends. We have the best ice cream flavours. Again, I have no clue what you guys are going on about there. That Clueless's inner circle of shenanigans. Ah, I should have got that guy who was waiting for his. Sort of waiting for a clear shot to pop up. Bring your flame for really spicy ice cream. Nick Sick, I would be down to do another wave defence again soon. Yeah, mate. Hopefully, maybe next week or in the coming future. I'm going to start my Road to Sonzo series maybe soon. If I decide to get that game, but I haven't decided yet. So I don't want to really start doing like a live series of Road to Sonzo when I might not even buy the game yet. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to really think about it. Depends how much money it is. I suppose if it's similar price to this, then God, he died like 3 seconds after a shot in there. I suppose if it's similar to this, then similar price to this, then it's not too bad. I mean, that's the thing with Verdun. Is I suppose in a way the reason I'm not as angry as I would be for other games is because I bought this game for like, I think at the time it was 20 quid, when other games were £50 and some of them £50 games were either worse or just as bad, you know. So I wasn't too pissed off. And I like the hardcore element of this game. I like the one-shot kills and that type of thing. And it's unique. It's unique compared to any other shooter on console. So despite its flaws, I still love the game. In fact, it's one of the only games. It's one of the few games at the minute that even like sort of, yeah, I even come on PlayStation 4 because otherwise I wouldn't really come on unless I was going to watch a film or something. Where was I getting pinned down? I was getting pinned down from somewhere up there. I'm going to quickly reload, then I'll charge. Ah, from the right. That's where I'm getting hit from. The thing is that this crashing glitch has never happened to me yet. I know, and this is the thing, mate. It's not happening to everyone. It's not happening to everyone, so no, not everyone's having the issue, but there is a lot of guys that it is happening for. I know there's a few people on the channel who ask me if it's, you know, who are furious with the game about it, and I can't blame them. If you've paid money and every time you play the game, after half an hour or an hour that it crashes, you're gonna be fucked off. Every stream that I've done in the last few weeks on Verdun or Tannenberg has ended against my will. It's been the game crashing. Every single one. Fucking hell, that's a good kill. Say that. Right, let's push in here and we'll hold here for now. Unless are they all up in the hill? There must have a few guys up in the hill. I'm just going to hold here for now. Wait till people come. That guy wants to change the Anzacs, but they're pretty much just the same as the Tommies. And I suppose there's a few differences. 3 kills. Let's try and get this guy on the hill. Another guy there. I don't know if they're just spawning. I think they were just spawning on that guy there, which is why there were so many easy kills. I think they were all bots. I don't know how many real players I just killed there. I think the majority of them were bots. That's a real player though, I can tell by the way he's moving. They're down. Put them down. Right, we'll hold here quickly with these comments. 26 guy, okay, I'm back. Just going to watch your gameplay. Cheers. No worries, mate. Thanks for. Right. There's a guy. I just saw his head pop up down there. Yeah, so this is the map. There was a guy with one of the show shit. He was placed up here, and we were down in the trench down below, and I was sort of sneaking up. And he was pretty much taking me out every time. Really good player. Either a really good player or he was just utilising that weapon properly, I'm not sure. But as I say, I very rarely use LMGs these days. Very rarely. Ivan, what do you think of the World War I game series devs will do after they finish with World War I? Well, I suppose we'll see what happens with Isonzo, mate. I think once Isonzo, I think they'll stick with military shooters. They'll definitely stick with military shooters, and I mean, they might dip their hands in World War II possibly, but you know, they've done World War I, which is not a game that is ever sort of, it's not like a war that games are ever really made about. I know Beyond the Wire is and Battlefield 1, but they're very recent titles, so maybe they'll go outside the box and maybe have a look at the Korean War or something, which would be interesting. I know that how many people have said to me before they want to see like a war that's set in Korea. And you've got, the thing is, the Korean War, you've got that mix of World War II era weapons and then the New Age sort of Cold War weapons. It's a really interesting war. And then China has some really fucking strange equipment, so that would be interesting. There's a flamethrower to my right somewhere. There he is, he's down. Thought I heard him. There's his head. So yeah, the gore seems to be working at the minute for me. I'm getting a few headshots and the head's just sort of going to pieces. Let's have a look. Cryptic, possibly other wars. I think, as I say, I think they're going to go outside the box. I don't think. I mean, they could go World War II, but there's just so many World War II titles out there that I think they might feel like they want to try something different. And fair play to them if they do. But we need to see what Isonzo does first, because I think Isonzo could be like the make or break game for World War I game series, because if it works well, I think it could really it could push them far, because Tannenberg didn't take them anywhere really. Tannenberg, you know, Verdun's still the more popular game, and even Verdun's not too popular on console anymore. So I think Isonzo could be the one. But you know, they've got a lot of money now. The amount of like Tannenberg and Verdun titles are sold, they've definitely got enough money. So I'm expecting big things from Isonzo, but we'll see. Clueless, it'd be cooler to see them do something unknown like the Russo-Japanese War or the Russian Revolution. That's interesting. Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't think. Yeah, they might do pre-World War One stuff. Aye, definitely. Definitely, that's a really good point actually. Sort of the very beginning of modern combat as we know it, I suppose. But aye, I think I have a feeling it'll be outside the box. But I think there's still, someone mentioned the other week, the African front in World War One, which I know is not very well known. So they might do all that. So we'll see. They've still probably got a few titles left in World War One, I think. Cryptic, there's a lot of material like 1870, 1877, 1878, 1898. Yeah, the Afghan Wars. Definitely the Afghan Wars. We don't know, do we? We'll see what happens. I think they should have kept each game as the same game with DLC. Yes, yeah, that's a good point, Clueless. You know, a lot of people have said that, mate. It does definitely split the player base, and I do wonder why they haven't done that as a DLC. You know, originally, I mean, when I first started talking about Tannenberg 2 years ago on the channel, I thought it was a DLC. I didn't realise it was an entirely new game. Which is why I was calling it like I think I was calling it like the Winter Warfare game or something. This guy's fucking, look at this, he's fucking possessed. Fucking flying in the air. Right, here we go. Let's go up here. There's another one. Got him. Right, we'll do a quick reload, 5 rounds in. Mr. Eagle, Gustav, it does not... I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Big Chungus, I'd like to see a game from them that focuses on the Yugoslav partisans, socialist rebellion against the Nazis. Some famous battles from them. Yeah, they could do... is it Trieste between Italy and Yugoslavia, which is now, I think it's now modern day Croatia, and it's like the Adriatic Sea. There was a really it was like they call it the first battle of the Cold War, and I've actually got a book on it. It's called Flashpoint Trieste, and it's where it was basically where the sort of the Yugoslavians went up against the New Zealand regiment of the British Commonwealth Army. Pretty interesting. But yeah, mate, that's a good point. As I say, there's so many, there's so many wars, but it definitely, I reckon it'll be outside the box. It won't be hopefully I don't think it'll be a standard World War II type thing. Maybe something different. Or if it is World War II, as you say, it'll be something in World War II that we don't necessarily see a lot of.
Not giving this up without a scrap.
What about the Falkland Islands War? Well, I mean, it'd be interesting, but it'd be a complete different dynamic, wouldn't it? Because that's 1982, so you've got more modern weapons and you've got all your air stuff, and it depends which. I suppose, I don't know. Maybe they would. I don't know. I suppose at the minute I can't really imagine them doing anything too modern. You know, I'm so used to them doing bolt action type stuff and bayonets and things. I don't know. I couldn't imagine, but I'd love to see a game about the Falklands War. Definitely. I'm not sure where the enemy is at the minute. Are they pushing the right? Oh, right flank. Big Chungus, we're all obsessed with history, aren't we? Yes, we are. Well, that's why we all enjoy the game. Dindo, so I personally would definitely support a game based on the Korean War. I can't think of one game based on the Korean War. No, I can't even, mate. Definitely can't. And even in history, I think that's a war that is really it's obviously it's overshadowed by Vietnam, isn't it? That's the thing. You had World War II before and then Vietnam after the Korean War, so it's like overshadowed on both ends, and which is a shame for the veterans of it, especially, isn't it? I don't think they get enough credit really, and it's a really interesting war as well. You know, the Americans and South Korea. I mean, it wasn't just Americans and South Koreans. There was all sorts of NATO forces fighting there. I think there was even a Turkish. I'm almost positive there was Turks fighting in South Korea as well, or fighting in Korea. and obviously they pushed them right up to the border of China, and the Chinese pushed them all the way back again. So it's really fucking interesting. Where am I getting hit from? I know as well in the Korean War, what's the famous American general called in charge of the Pacific in World War II? He wanted to use nuclear weapons against China. He wanted to detonate 3 nuclear weapons, I believe, to stop them from pushing the Americans and Koreans back. It's amazing how they just thought of using nuclear weapons like there was no tomorrow. They didn't give a shit about the consequences. Have you seen the new game called RS2? Is that Rising Storm 2 devs are making? It's an alternate Cold War where World War III happened between the USSR and the US. No mate, I'm going to have a look at that. Definitely sounds interesting. I like the idea of that. Anything to do with Cold War is really interesting, I think. Okay, going to sleep now. I'm completely brain dead right now. Good night, everyone. Thank you for the stream. No worries, Mr. Eagle. Have a nice night. Cheers. Enjoy work. Enjoy your work. Right, let's push in the left flank again. That fucking flamethrower. It's got such range in it. Clueless, yeah, Hebo, it looks look up 83 trailer. Right, okay, I might have seen that actually. Now, is that trailer been out for a long time? Or not? Because I remember there's a fella on YouTube called Bluebeak, and he's always covering like sort of strange games or games that you've not really heard of, but they're usually like FPS games, shooter games and stuff. And I seem to remember a Cold War based game trailer being released a while ago. Obviously it wasn't Call of Duty Cold War, it was some sort of it looked like it looked like Battlefield actually. So British player, my dad is a vet of the Falklands. That's interesting, mate. Really interesting. One of the fellas sort of where I work on Mondays, his brother died in the Falklands. He was a Welsh Guard, and you know, actually there's a fucking 2-hour documentary on YouTube of the Falklands War. Absolutely brilliant. I think it's 2 hours 15 minutes, and the interview Argentinian soldiers and pilots and British soldiers and commanders. It's really interesting, worth a watch. But I think you have to be careful about making games about real life conflicts as well. I know I've got a close friend who doesn't believe there should be games about real life conflicts. I suppose the more modern it is, the more sensitive it is for a lot of people as well. Because then you get, obviously you get people who sort of romanticise it and sort of try to make it something that it wasn't. So you have to be careful about how you make war games. It's why I got pissed off with Battlefield 5, because it's just fucking stupid. And the same with Battlefield 1. It's just not. It's more of an insult than it is than anything else, really. I can't hit this fucking guy. There we are. There's another one down there. Got him. Getting shot from the left. Who's got me? Man with a pistol. Oh, he just got headshot. Just from my own teammate, I think. Yes, the trailer came out 2 years ago. Yeah, right. So I have seen that, mate. I have seen that. I remember seeing it a while back because it was all the rage for a while. Nick, I'm coming around these. Gotcha. Aye, I remember seeing the trailer for a long time, and I heard nothing of it. But it definitely, it had like the graphics of Battlefield, but just looked better. British player, my dad was a para. That's really interesting, mate. Really interesting. I know they got a fucking tough time in the Falklands. Some cunts hit me from the right. Oh, he's got me using the tree line. 20th Century Guy. Yeah, I wish there was more movies about the Great War. Yeah, what did I watch recently? I watched 1917 recently because a lot of people were telling me I should watch it, and it was okay. I don't think it was anything special. I liked the way it was filmed, but I think the problem is with me is I see very. I think I haven't watched Passchendaele all the way through actually. I think that's the name of the film. But I've seen the battle scene in it, and that was the most. I think that's the most realistic and brutal and sort of adaptation of World War I I've seen. I haven't seen a very long engagement either. I know that's more of a romantic movie, but it has got World War One. It's got like, I think it's got 1 or 2 battles in it, but it, you know, I don't think I've seen any film that really sort of captures World War One properly yet. I mean, 1917 obviously did the behind the lines stuff, but I felt like there could have been more to it, you know. But problem is with World War One, I think a lot of World War One films are trying to tell a story more than they do of the historic side of it and the realistic side of it, you know. But, oh well. Jeff, well, I'm glad to catch you on a live stream. I haven't been on Tannenberg of Dawn lately. I've been playing a lot of Cold War and Enlisted. Nice. What's Cold War like? Can I ask? Because I haven't really. I'm a big COD person, right? And I've been playing a lot of original Modern Warfare recently. COD 4 I've been playing a lot of, and it just makes me sad because I used to be a big Call of Duty guy. I like the simplicity of Call of Duty, even though it's shit now. I know the modern ones are shit predominantly, but like Infinite Warfare and Advanced and all that shit. I don't like any of the jump in the air shite. I like the simplicity of COD, that you could just jump on and not care too much. So I've seen a lot of Cold War, but I've seen a lot of people sort of what do you call it, bashing it a bit. So I don't know if it's any good, mate, but I'm sort of after a new Call of Duty really at the minute. But I don't want to, as I say, I don't want to buy a modern one. That's no good. I need something that's like COD 4 again. I have a neighbour who's a war photographer and gunner in the Korean War. Nice. So interested. Let's say I know very little about the Korean War. Truthfully, the only bit I really know about the Korean War was through a book on Vietnam I've read. There's a big section of it was on sort of learning from the Korean War and then going into the Vietnam War, which obviously didn't learn too much. But oh well. Nick, it's very annoying that the HYN1 keeps asking to change. Yeah, he's been a bit of a cunt, isn't he? You always get them though, Nick. There's always people like that. Right, so we've got enemies on the right in the trench. In fact, I'm going to flank round because they've just gassed us on this hill. I wish I didn't have gas. I wish I had artillery. Jeff, 1917 was a great World War One movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't me. I don't know. I was expecting more from it. Truthfully, as I say, I like the way it was filmed, and I think the charge at the end, near the end, was amazing. But I think it was, you know, it was still a bit too Hollywood for me. I tell you, actually, Chungus, your mate, there's a great British TV show that came out in the 90s, right? I think it was 1999 it came out on. I might be wrong, might be earlier. Called Warriors, and it's about a British peacekeeping force that goes to Yugoslavia, and you know, during the genocide in the 90s, and it's you'd probably like it, mate, as you're from that area. It's called Warriors. It's got that famous actor in from Homeland. He's the main Brody in Homeland, or whatever the fuck he's called. But definitely worth a watch, because I know you're interested in all that stuff. Have you seen All Quiet on the Western Front? No, mate, I haven't watched that yet, but I should watch that. Cold War's a lot like old Call of Duty's mix of Modern Warfare. I'll give it. I'm gonna have to give it more of a look. As I say, I saw the trailer. I love the Cold War era, but I haven't watched enough gameplay. I haven't bought any games since the very first lockdown, which was sort of this time last year. Chunga says it's a shitty game. Cold War was a bit of a slog at first, but this season I think they've scaled back on SPVM a bit. It's more fun, definitely like it more than Modern Warfare, I have to admit, yeah. Well, I got Modern Warfare expecting it to be sort of the reboot I wanted from Call of Duty, and the only thing I liked was the graphics. Everything else was rancid. So I was disappointed by that. So at the minute I'm just on COD 4 Remastered on Team Deathmatch 24/7 pretty much. Or whenever I'm on the PlayStation, that's what I'll do. British player in Vietnam, it was guerrilla combat. In Korea it was urban-y. I think it was mixed in the Korean War. I think there was urban parts, but when they started pushing up to sort of the Chinese border, it's very hilly, which is how the Chinese used to get in massive numbers. They used to cross the river with all this sort of these guerrilla uniforms on. Points are tied. Yeah, I think we deserve to win that, truthfully, but oh well. We were just attacking their trench all game. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to the US server as well, and I'll have one more game on there. I think.
We get them next time.
Yeah. Also, if you hate goofy skins and graphics, you'll probably hate Cold War. Thing is, mate, I don't mind goofy skins and stuff in Call of Duty because I know it's an arcade game. But I don't like it when it's in the campaign. If as long as it's just in multiplayer. How many kills? I got 65 kills, 9 deaths. I'll take that. Right, I'll switch into the main menu and go on US server. But I don't like the wall running. I don't like any of that shite. I like boots on the ground and just a bit, just a bit of, as I say, simplicity in Call of Duty. Jeff, the story was somewhat off, but the way it was filmed was really captivating. Yeah, it did look good. As I said, I watched the trailer. It looked interesting. Chungus, Yugoslav war is the saddest thing to happen to our brotherhood and unity. Yeah, mate, give that TV show The Warriors a watch. It's set, as I say, set during the 90s. I think it's in Yugoslavia, and it's about the British peacekeeping operations in during the genocide. Right, I'll go on front. I'll be the 40th player in the game. We've got a full squad, full game here. Next week, definitely watch All Quiet on the Western Front. I'll definitely have to. I will do. Ivan, favourite squads on Verdun and Tannenberg. Alright, okay. Favourite squad on Verdun is the Tommies and the Canadians. Very similar. The Canadians have a bit more. They've got a few more unique things. They've got the Swan-Off Mark III Lee Enfield rifle, I think it is. But the Tommies, I just think they've got as an all-round class, they're pretty good. So I'll go for them. It might be a bit biased. And then in Tannenberg, the Romanians, just because their weapons are the only bearable weapons on the whole fucking game. Nick GG, let's move to the US service. Yeah, I think I'm on the busiest one at the minute. I'm just joining the busiest US server as a non-Zach by the looks of it.
Fellas.
So yeah, there's this one off Lee Enfield that I was talking about there, fellas. It's not very accurate. It's a weird little gun to use, but it's can be fun, and you get an entrenching tool to use as well. Fire hydration unit. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're okay. GG Sentry guys, cheers, mate. Clueless. No campaign is really good, but slightly short. Yeah, a lot of the fucking COD campaigns are slightly short though. All of them nearly. Yeah, they're all really short COD campaigns. I literally within 2 days I've played the Modern Warfare one, Modern Warfare Remastered, which is COD 4, because I've just downloaded Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered, so I'm going to play that shortly as well. Nice headshot there. Take Ethan out. So I'm in the US servers now, fellas. So if anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome to. Just switch over to the US. We're in Argonne Forest, and we're losing. Yeah, Chungus, give it a watch, mate. You might like it. I think it's there's only 2 episodes. 2 episodes, but it's quite moving. Very realistic from what I can tell. I'm going to get a grenade down here. Hopefully that grenade should kill 1 or 2. Got one. Has anyone tried Isonzo? Jeff, it's not out yet. It's coming out this winter, I believe. I doubt M2H Studio are going to give me a key to play it. I think they get annoyed with my constant changing opinion of them. No, I haven't got a bayonet. Bloody hell. Oh, fucking hell, let's get a bayonet. That's not good enough, that. Big Chungus, there's actually a video of a Yugoslav People's Army soldier in Slovenia in 1991. He just said they want independence and it was Yugoslavia, but why did it? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Chungus, it's you know, the problem is with the Yugoslav war is there's very few documentaries on YouTube that are worth watching from what I can tell. A lot of them are just over sensationalised. Not many of them are gritty and down to the point. And I can't stand sort of History Channel type documentaries, if you know what I mean. They're not realistic. They're just shite usually. There's a guy camping behind that rock. Always a guy down there. Server's full, Nick. Yeah, give it a minute, mate. It should open up a space. British player, the unit my dad fought him is 3rd Power Battalion. Right. There was... What was it? The Battle of... there was Mount Tumbledown, wasn't there? And there was Longdon. I know the Paras fought in one of them. I know there was... I think it was 3 different platoons, wasn't it? That were attacking the hill. From different sides. Because I know in the documentary they talk about it.
We're not bloody giving up, fellas.
Jeff, yeah, I thought it was already out right, mate. It's yeah, it comes up. Well, if you know what they're like. I've said to people, I said when it first came out to people, take what they've said as a pinch of salt because the update for this game took like a year and a half to come out, and it took too long basically. There's one. I got a grenade kill there as well. For some reason I thought I had more grenades in. It was my other class that had more grenades in. Oh, grenade. There's going to be a guy running around this corner any second. Or left. Both at the same time. Typical. Bit it. I couldn't bait it. Commander Cody. He should be on Star Wars, I think. Jeff, I joined the server but I had to delete World War 1 game series for Hitman 3, RE Village and Cuphead. Fair play to you for playing that, mate, because I've heard that's a fucking tough game, that is. Palmer the medic's in the game. He's actually a really good player, that guy. He's in my squad. There he is. He's one of the best Verdun players I've seen on console. I'm going to call it a night here, fellas, because I've got a busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to back out. Which, now there's a space on for you, Nick. British player, yup. 20th Century Guy, have you ever watched the Shell Knock Rolled? Yes, I've watched that. That's the best, one of the best documentaries I've ever watched. Peter Jackson, I think, makes that documentary. And if you're a fan of the Beatles, fellas, he's making a Beatles documentary that comes out in August, and he's sort of getting all this amazing footage. But I think he did all the documentary making for that as well. 20th Century Guy, who's a pretty, it's the best World War I documentary out there, definitely. British player, that's where he got his medals. Yeah, it's as I say in that documentary is where I got all my knowledge from on that. I know Max Hastings has a book about the Falklands War which I don't have and I can't find anywhere. It's probably on eBay and Amazon really. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's really interesting actually. But yeah, if you want a good documentary about Falklands, there's an amazing one on YouTube. 2 hours 15 minutes. Definitely worth a watch. I also watched Come and See recently for you sort of rough skis in the chat. Really good film. One of the best World War II films I've watched. Come and See. Really good. So anyway, I'm going to disappear. Cheers. I hope I'll be back next Friday. Thanks very much.